One of Fernando Alonso's ironies, the steep rejection of Alpine for Aston Martin, was that the man had to face the world about Alpine's position on her had so recently evolved in the opposite direction, and not in the most friendly circumstances. The director of the Alpine Formula 1 team, Otmar Szafnauer, has spent just over 12 seasons in what is now Aston Martin through his Force India, Racing Point, then Aston. It ended when it became clear for Szafnauer, after the ex-head of ex-McLaren Martin Whitmarsh as CEO of the group, that the management structure was going to be such that I had not the influence I thought I should have. It was perhaps the most diplomatic of the descriptions of the Szafnauer situation. A more direct version was, I was told, yeah, you could manage the team, but you no longer ecstatic it. Szafnauer made sure that responsibilities took me away in Aston. Since all Szafnauer had done to guide the team through the dark days around the transition from the Vijay Mallya era to the era of the Lawrence Promenade, and what a respectable podium finisher of the assistant out he had become through the 2010s under his co-leading his last years in Jordan and his short-term Midland/Spiker time, you could forgive him for being a bitter touch. And when asked following Alonso's decision what he made of this decision, and if Alonso was leaving for a better team, you could have forgiven Szafnauer to simply hold a copy of the classification of the championship classification F1 manufacturers now show Alpine leading the best of the fourth rest crowd on 99 points and Aston Martin in a ninth place with 20 points, which was still only drinking to AlphaTauri just ahead, even if AlphaTauri marked for the last time a point in early June. Instead, he provided a carefully balanced argument and some evidence. I know the two teams well, started Szafnauer. I think that because I spent 12 years in the other team, I know them better than I know everyone here for the moment. And I know that since my departure in December, they have hired other people, some of whom were part of the recruitment, including Dan Fellows, ex-Red Bull, and Eric Blandin de Mercedes. So I know what they are trying to do, and I know the people who are there, and I know this team here. The few alternatives from Alpine Piastri F1 include a massive bet. And the two teams have great potential, but while we sit here today, this team occurs at a much higher,